Hey guys, welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. This is your daily show. I'm your host, Khalid Moeddin. This is the show where we talk about all the major talking points in South African cricket. So I'm bringing you a show tonight, not with any major topic because there hasn't been much that has been fluttering around in South African cricket right now. There's not many topics really to talk about other than the CSA T20 challenge. So if you guys want to speak about anything, let me know in the comment section. I would like to hear what you guys have to say. But I thought I'll talk about the tournament itself and how the standard that it is at the moment and the standard of cricket, some of the performances that we've seen, and of course, talking about the standout team so far in the tournament, which is obviously the Dolphins. But before we get into the discussions, I want you guys to get obviously involved in the live chat. And also to the guys that haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, click that notification bell for all future videos as well. I'm going to be turning on the super chat. If you want to contribute to the super chat and get your comments definitely read out on the screen. It is in the bottom left-hand corner of the live chat for you guys to do so. So the Dolphins, what a campaign they're having at home. Obviously, I think home advantage is going to play its part. I mean, today we saw a decent performance. It wasn't necessarily one of those classic matches, although we did get to see a classic David Miller. Not so classic. It's up to you to decide. But I thought it was a pretty decent performance from David Miller. Obviously, him performing 56, he scored in this particular match of 38 balls. So it was an excellent performance from him, and I think him coming to the party now is quite key. It's very good to see Miller actually take his time and be one of the star players in the side, of course. You said Miller should be in the Proteas Test squad. We need a responsible batsman like him. It is only due to him the Proteas ODI T20 team is much better than the Test side. It's high time to get him in the Test side. You could say so. I mean, you're talking about him as a responsible batsman. I'm not necessarily so sure. I haven't really seen it in 4-day cricket as much as in T20 cricket. I mean, not so long ago, we were talking about David Miller having to put up his hand and start performing more regularly because that's what we need from him. We need consistency. We don't want to see David Miller up and down, one score here, one score there, and not being consistent because that's not what we've been seeing in his game over the last couple of years. We haven't seen that consistency. And you can say that, yes, it's because he's coming down in the order. Yes, it's because of this and that and the other. But ultimately, consistency is very key if you want to get a spot. I don't really see him in Test cricket right now. At this particular stage in his career now, I don't think so. I think that he needs to become one of the main batsman in our T20 and ODI side at the moment and continue being that senior guy in the side. What I want to talk about is the Dolphins. The Dolphins have been quite a good team. Now, what I mean by team is they've been having spread out performances from a couple of the guys. I think they've been performing really well as a team. So they don't necessarily have these outstanding performances from one or two guys that saves them. They've contributed all in all as a team. So if you look at the bowlers, for instance, because I think that's where they're really winning their matches. It's Keshav Maharaj, 7 wickets under his belt. We've got Ravi Flyland, who's been excellent in this tournament, 6, and his economy rate has been really good in T20 for this T20 game. His economy rate is of 6. Then you got a guy like Bartman that has contributed with 4 wickets. You've got Sabrayan that has been contributed with 4 wickets, and obviously Senera Mutasami as well has been contributing as well. So they've been playing very well as a unit and as a team. Then obviously with the batting, in the batting department, you've got the guys stand out that you wouldn't usually think would stand out. So Zondo's having an excellent tournament. He's had 159 so far in the tournament. He's been batting okay. He's their top scorer. The Dolphins' top scorer so far in the tournament. Then you have David Miller with 1 half-century as well. They've been having these performances in key performances throughout the tournament. So, for example, KP Peterson also contributing with a 58 not out. And then obviously Sadal Irvi also with another 50. Makanya being for the moving from the Dolphins to the Titans, you needing a all-rounder to step up at the moment, and that's where someone like Rwanda Swart, we were waiting to see play, and now he's in the team batting up the order, but he didn't really get an opportunity to really show what he's capable of. And Robbie Flyling is kind of their all-rounder at the moment in that side. It's really standing out as an all-rounder. Not necessarily so much with the bat this time around, but with the ball he has been. So they've been the best team on paper, you could say, as a unit. They've been playing very well as a unit. No, I missed the Graham Smith's interview today with Pami. Can you maybe talk about that? Can you maybe mention it, to talk about it to me, what he said in that particular thing? Yes, we know about the protest tour to India before the T20 World Cup, and we have spoken about that before. We spoke about it yesterday as well on our stream yesterday. So those are things that we know that is going to happen, and Graham Smith has spoken about it as well in the video that's on our channel. We have a video on our channel. We had a press conference. We spoke about all of these different tours and stuff, and that's when he confirmed that the island tour as well. So there hasn't really been much that's going on with regards to that. We're waiting for confirmation about the T20 and ODI tour to India from the women's perspective as well. The confirmation of the venues and the confirmations of if it's going to go through from CSA's perspective has not been confirmed yet. I know some Indian publications have gone ahead and reported about it, but they've reported it without confirming necessarily which venue they're going to be. It's going to be at. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that. When I have more information and I have more news for you, I will bring it to you guys. You know that. I come on live every single day without fail, even if there's nothing to talk about like tonight necessarily. I come on live here to give you guys a show. So please smash that like button for me. And also become part of our Patreon, somewhere where you can also have a conversation with us. And you can also update us and other fans on what is happening in South African cricket. If you want to talk there on the Discord as well, you have to join the Patreon today. Please help support us, and please join this community and join our team, because by joining our Patreon, you basically are part of the team and a part of the family, and that's what we want from you guys. What do you think about the pink ball test? It's going to be successful in the long run. I need to watch a more tests for me to say that. It will be interesting to see if it will be. I don't know. I think Test cricket, I like the fact that the weather plays its part in Test cricket, the time of day, all of that, the floodlights, etc. You get to play through the night. It's exciting. It's interesting to see. It's nice to see a different format. That's also cool. But I really want to see more ping pong cricket before I get to have a say on it. I actually didn't watch more of this test series, this test match between obviously India and England. I would like to watch more of that, because currently I've been watching the CSA T20 challenge and I've been focusing on that. So I haven't really gotten the chance to actually watch England play much against India. So I need to watch more of that. I'm going to try to catch more glimpses of that tomorrow. And when this tournament is finished, then I can get to catch a lot more of the England series as well. Khalid, he said, Harshit saying, but Khalid, just see the gulf between test and limited oversized spark. Leadership lacks in the test team, which Miller provides. He has become very responsible after World Cup. Just have a look at his stats. I'm still not convinced on that. I need to see David perform more in the domestic circuit at a 4-day franchise season level to say that he deserves a spot just like that in the test side. What South Africa need in the test side is now to build a team that can last us for the next 5 to 10 years. Maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years is too long for me, but to find a unit of people. Remember that we are currently in a cycle. We've lost all our experienced players and then to rebuild from somewhere. Now, I'm one of the belief that if a team grows together, age-wise, if they grow together, experience-wise, if they grow together, they learn together, they lose together, they win together, that is so unique to have that. And South Africa's in a lucky space that a lot of the top performers at domestic level are all kind of around the similar age. They're either early 20s or mid 20s. Majority of the guys that are really performing well at domestic level in 4-day franchise cricket. The Rulofsons, the the Reinhard van Tonders, the Marcus Ackermans, you've got your Wesley Marshalls, your Eddie Moores, your the Calvin Rayner, all of those guys, George Linder, they're all in their 20s, mid and late 20s, in their 20s basically. So I feel that all of them kind of can grow together. That core group, even Markram now, mid 20s. So like if you got a guys like KG, you've got Lungi, you've got Markram, and then you throw some other youngsters in that mix with Reinhard van Tonde, Zubair Hamza, all of those type of guys, Grant Rulofson, Eddie Moore, all of those guys, if you grow them together as a group, they will learn together. And I think that that's very important, because now that we're lacking experience in the side, you might as well build that experience together as a unit. And have a captain that those players can believe in and stand behind. That's going to be very, very powerful. We've got some more comments over here. David retired from first class. He wasn't given the opportunity when he was young, and you can see they don't back him in all the formats players. That's true. Are you satisfied overall with Temba Bavuma's test career? I know he did better than the rest in Pakistan, but still 32 average in 44 tests isn't good at all. Now, you guys make the excuses for David Miller in limited overs cricket by saying that, yes, because he bats down the order, that's why he doesn't get enough opportunities to score 50s or 100s. In ODIs, the same thing. You guys some guys make excuses like that. It's the same in Test cricket. Temba Bavuma batting down the order, coming into situations. Every single time his back was against the wall and we needed to pull us out of trouble, he's done so. And that's what they were looking for. And that's the type of play they were looking for. Now, Temba was very good in Pakistan. Now, is it fair to just drop him now after he's found some responsibility and found his edge? I don't necessarily think so. And I don't believe that Temba's been picked in the side because of the color of his skin. And that needs to be very clear. If you know the transformation targets, you'll know that 2 black African players is all that you need in the national side. The rest have to be players of color, which is you have to fill up the rest with other players of color. They don't necessarily have to be black African. They can be colored or Indian or any other race. So Temba's been picked because they back him. They back him in that position, and they want him to be that person, that anchor at the bottom of the innings with the cock. That's why they picked him. I do think that we now need to move on and give some youngsters opportunities at the number 6 role, and maybe move Temba up the order if you want to keep him in the side. That's what I believe, but that's obviously up to the selectors to decide that. I've seen a growth in Temba's game over the last couple of years, I have to say. I've seen him improve and get stronger and stronger as he takes more responsibility. But he has temporarily retired from 4-day cricket. That's the problem. But I feel he should get a look because of experience. Every team does that. But if you put David Miller into the test side, he's inexperienced. So it's another inexperienced player that's older. So he doesn't really have much test experience. How is he going to help others? It's going to be another young guy, another inexperienced guy like Rassi in the team. I don't think he can give any experience to the other test players in the side. That's my problem with David coming into the test side. I think not good test team because he over 31 Miller. Yeah. You see, we are lucky enough to be able to do that in the test side. I know we're talking about test cricket now. There's nothing to do with the thumbnail, but we are lucky enough in South African cricket right now to be open and honest with the fans and say, look here, guys, we're going to be rebuilding. Look here, we're going to be giving youngsters an opportunity, but not just giving youngsters for the sake of it. Give youngsters an opportunity that have the right mindset. You guys will have seen now, Zubair Hamza has been in the worst form of his life, struggling in 4-day cricket, not getting a run, struggling in a momentum 1-day cup. We were scoring like hundreds every second game and half centuries every second game last season, struggling in there. And then coming into the CSA T20 challenge with all that pressure on him in a format that people say he's not really good at. He's not that type of format player. And then he comes with 2 consecutive half centuries, good half centuries as well. Very well done, very well batted. That shows mentality. And this is not a Cobra's bias, and this is not a Zubair Hamza bias. Another guy that has amazing mentality is Reinhard van Tonde. The boy is unbelievable with his mental game. If they guide him right, give him opportunities to play in India, learn the conditions early on, now young in his career, he's going to be a menace to many players all around the world. he was a menace to many players in the World Cup as well, in the Under-19 World Cup as well. And a lot of those players are coming through the systems in other teams at the moment. We're going to be we in the next generation, and we can lead the next generation. If these youngsters, just think about it, guys, majority of the other teams have experienced guys in the team that are performing well. If South Africa gets ahead of the curve and gives these youngsters opportunities now, in 2 years' time, when those other teams, the players retire, the Kohlis of the world and all of those guys retire, they're going to have to blood new players in already as well. So South Africa would have already had a team as a unit that had played together that is prepared for anything that anybody throws against them. When other teams are in transition, South Africa will have a solid team and they can dominate the world of cricket. But they need to think like that. And if they don't give the guys the opportunity at the early enough age to grow with their age, it's going to be too late, I feel. You don't want the guys scrapping through and learning things at the age of 31, 32. You want them to learn when they're young. And I think give the guys the right mentalities, opportunities. Calverain, another guy. Every time the team's under pressure, he performs. Every time his back is against the wall, he performs. And that's what you're going to need. So I think that is what is necessary in South African cricket. We need to trust the young talent, because my argument to this every single time is when you look at the top run scorers in competitions, especially in the 4-day competition, it's the younger guys that are performing. They're outperforming the older guys. So it's not like we're just picking youngsters for the sake of picking youngsters. It's picking youngsters that are performing consecutively at the younger level, at that level, at the franchise level. So that's what we need to do. We need to grow a team around maybe a captain like Aiden Markram is the perfect guy to do so, because you can build a team around him and he can grow and learn with the rest of his teammates. And he has enough experience now in various conditions to be able to pass that on to youngsters. And the youngsters look up to him and respect him. Players respect him as a player, and they will respect him as a captain. And Kagiso Rabada, the amount of experience that he can pass on. Imagine having a young team below you that will look up to you. I mean, they will listen to KG because of KG's caliber. So KG, Lungi, all of these guys, Anrich now has experience in the subcontinent. Lungi has some experience in the subcontinent. We've got guys that now have learned these things. Imagine if we had these guys learning from Faf, learning from Amla. It's too late. We wasted an opportunity a while back to do so. And right now, we need to take an opportunity now to learn in a different way. I think putting these guys as a bunch of group together, the fans will be more understanding. Quinton de Kock as a central figure in that team. The guys will listen to that guy. He'll have the freedom to play his game because he won't feel, if he knows he's with a young team, he'll know that he'll play well under pressure in that situation. But when he's with a young team, there won't be as much pressure around him. He will be able to grow with this team and teach this team as much as he can and be that anchor in the team that we need. And we'll have more opportunities maybe for Quinton de Kock to bat in that number 7 role and see more cricket. These youngsters need to learn, and they need to learn quickly so that we can grow a next generation. Remember, guys, Test cricket is not the same anymore. We now have a Test championship. So with the Test championship, it's over 2 years. So you're playing in a tournament. So you need to prepare for it like you're playing for a tournament. So give the guys a tournament to learn what it's about, to suss out their opposition, to play now against the best players in the world, to learn from playing against the best players in the world. I want to see Reinhard van Toonde take on Jasper Bruma. I want to see him take on Ashwin. I want to see him learn from those experiences. We saw how Zubair Hamza learned from that, how he played in that difficult conditions. So they need to learn these things, and we need to learn quickly. So in my opinion, it's time now to rebuild properly and think about our future and give those guys an opportunity. We've rewarded now Rassie van der Dussen, for example. We rewarded him with a Test setup. He can be in the team until these youngsters get ready and come into the side. But we need to build a young core team that can grow as a unit, so that you have a unit to build your team around. So that whenever you need to take out the piece of a puzzle and move one in, it's not going to cause too much havoc within the side. Because currently now, it's all young. We're going to have a team full of youngsters. And then we're going to just pick experience by age for the sake of experience by age. If you go look at the standings, guys, and tell me how many 30-year-olds are performing, 31-year-olds, 32-year-olds are performing in South African cricket. Majority of the big guys and the big hitters and the consistent performers are youngsters. Give them opportunity. That's what I believe. But guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I know it's a little short show. I hope you guys enjoyed some of my chatting that I did here and speaking about the test cricket and some of my thought processes. Just my opinion. It's not the views and thoughts of Cricket Fanatics magazine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Don't forget to obviously like, comment, share, subscribe, click that notification bell for all future videos. Of course, smash that like button. We need to trend on YouTube, of course, so we can get more people, get into more recommended feeds. Tell your friends and family that are interested in South African cricket to subscribe to the channel as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the magazine. It's free. Link is on the screen and in the description. Go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your updates. If you guys have a small business, you're looking to make sale or a business and looking to make sales online, even if your business is offline and you want to get new clients online, even if your business is offline, we can help you do so. One call with us, guys. We'll try to find out what suits you and we can help you. So spread the word. Tell all your mates that have businesses or small business and are trying to look to get out of this pandemic and use online methods to get more customers and get more clients. We're the right people to talk to, guys. So go out and tell all your people that you know about us. Give them our contact details. Give them our email address. I'll put it right up on the screen right now for you to see. There's the email address, cricketfanaticsmag@gmail.com. Let them contact us and let's get to chatting. Thanks a lot for chatting to us and thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another daily show. Don't forget to tune in for Offside Maidens tomorrow evening, guys. I hope you guys are going to enjoy that show as well, the all ladies show. Please support our ladies in cricket. See you guys very soon. Take care.